Hello guys, welcome back to another video with the Frontline Fitness Department. Thank you very much for coming back. Guess what? We're in another lockdown. Who saw it coming? Gyms are closed. Not a lot I can do about that, I'm afraid though. In the absence of weights, we are kind of left with any kit we happen to have at home. And if we haven't got any kit, we are limited to our body weight. Now you can still build some phenomenal strength, some power, and some fitness through just body weight movements. We're going to do a little bit on push-ups today. We've done a little bit about this before, but I always think it's nice to try and revisit it to show you that it doesn't just have to be your bog standard push-up. You can spice it up a little bit by changing up the movement and keep challenging yourself, dependent on your goals. Let's say if you want to work towards muscular endurance, perhaps you're looking at 12 to 15 reps and beyond of that. If you're looking at building muscular hypertrophy, so size, you want to build some cross-sectional size of your muscles, you want to be looking at something around about the 8 to 12 mark. And then if you're building raw, pure strength, a lot of people will say sort of 1 to 5 reps of things. So a couple of quick things on push-ups today. First one being, do you know how to scale push-ups? If you can't do a push-up from the ground, we'll start off with a couple of quick versions of how you're going to scale it, then we're going to move on to some harder bits. So the first one that a lot of people will know is push-ups off the knees. Okay, so we'll start off in this position. Our shoulders are above our hands, our knees are on the floor. What we're going to do, instead of having ourselves jackknife like this, try and imagine keeping your torso in a straight line with your legs. Squeeze your bum cheeks together like you're holding a pound coin between it. Don't lose your gym money. And then we're going to lower ourselves down, keeping our elbows tucked into the sides if we can, or at most 45 degrees, until our chest just comes to the floor. And then we're going to push back up. I'll show you again. You can do that, or you can put your feet down if you like. It's entirely up to you. Once you get a little bit more proficient at that, you're able to do it, and you can start building towards a bit more strength, having full body. We can raise our hands up onto a surface, such as a box, a sofa, chair, anything else you've got lying around. Just make sure it's secure, it's stable, it's not going to roll away from you, it's not going to crash, you're not going to end up splatting your face on the floor and looking like this, face for a radio. So, start off in this position, same as before. Don't lose your gym money. If you were listening, you know what that means. You're going to keep your feet together. If you need a little bit for balance, you can tilt your feet out a little bit. So we're going to come down till our chest touches the platform, and then we're going to push back up again. Show you again. And that's that. If you need to make it easier, find a higher platform. So if you're using your sofa, you could use the arm of your sofa, so it's even higher. The point is, the higher you go, let's say it's a wall, it's really easy. As you get lower and lower and lower and lower and lower, it's going to be harder. So the other side of it would be, if I stuck my feet on there, that would be harder. Because I've changed the leverage and I've made it more difficult for myself by creating a deficit. Right, once we've got those two, don't want to get rid of that chair, I want to sit down now. We've got the standard push-up. Same as before, our hands are going to be under here, our feet are together, don't lose your gym money, chest down and back up again. Loads of people have done those, you're probably absolutely bored of those. So we're very quickly going to go through a couple of other push-ups until my skinny little arms give out and I can't do any more, or I'm so out of breath that I can't talk anymore. That'd be a relief, wouldn't it? Right, so let's go wide push-ups. So hands are normally here, a little bit wider, or you can go super wide if you want. Chest comes down, push up, wide hands. You can come really narrow. So some people know these as diamond push-ups. Hands come together, and the reason we call them diamond push-ups is because your hands make that position there. They don't have to be like this. If they're a bit closer together, your fingertips are touching, that works just as well. So from there, show you from the side position. How else can we ramp this up today? Let's do archer push-ups. There you go, there's a nice one. So similar to the wide push-ups, hands are going to be in a similar sort of width, and what we're going to do is lower ourselves down to one side, keeping the other arm straight, and push ourselves back up. So again, down to this side, and back up again. Next one, those are mean by the way. If you need to scale those, instead of having a straight arm, you can bring this one in a bit and have a bent arm. So instead of going all your weight over to this side, you can look at bringing less weight. So let's say instead of 90% over here and 10% over here, you know how to do maths, we could do 60-40 and just have a bit more this side. It's about scaling that movement. And if you've got a wide enough sofa, you can still do it, like I said, with your hands raised. Next, we've got Sphinx push-ups. They're a good one like that. Right, hands come down onto your elbows like you're in the top of a plank position. We're going to push up from here. That's going to work your triceps, and it's going to burn. That was horrible. I wish I hadn't done that one. Right, what else you got? Explosive push-ups. There you go. Another one for you. So come down, normal push-up. As we come up. Woo! We're just going to be clapping as we get to the top of it. That's another really good one when you're learning to do it and you're building up your confidence, is to have a raised platform like your sofa, box, a wall, whatever it is, to start building a bit of confidence in getting away from the ground, being able to clap, being able to create that height enough to be able to do the movement and not come down and make your face meet the concrete really, really quickly. Last one we'll do, I think, is a one-arm push-up. So if you've got a lot of strength, if you've done all you can do with the arching movements, with Sphinx push-ups, with wide push-ups, with narrow push-ups, normal ones, you've raised your feet up and you want something extra challenge, obviously one arm, it can help to have your feet quite wide for this one as a base. When you get more proficient at it, by all means put your hand behind your back, but when you're first starting out with the movement, think about having your hand in front of you just in case this one gives out whilst you're doing it, okay? So squeeze your butt, come down, and push up again till you come up. If you find that you haven't quite got the strength to push yourself back up yet, hand down again, remember, lower yourself down, slow as you can, then just get up as normal, repeat on the other side. Just come down. So in that lowering phase, the eccentric phase, you're still going to be building strength and you're going to be building that necessary strength to push back up again. It'll take a little bit of time, but it's all part of that journey and the process towards it. Ooh, I'm nearly out of breath. I've got just enough to finish the video. Thank you very much, guys. Hopefully that's given you a little bit of food for thought. If you want a little bit more in-depth, if you want to ask any questions, or if you want to get in contact about this or anything else, please do give us a shout, okay? If you want any information about when the gyms are going to open, do give us a shout over the Frontline Fitness mailbox. Keep watching here because we will tell you when we open the Force gyms again. Have a brilliant day, stay safe, and look after each other.